Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you a trendsetter? No, me neither. I do what everyone else do, and I try out things that seem popular and fun. I play a lot of games, and I'm often horrible at them. And you probably are too. Don't deny it, everyone has that first baby step into a game with everyone having more knowledge than you, like a toddler tripping into an active minefield in World War II. But fear not, humble infant, for you have seeked help, and I am here to provide you with information by experiencing your first game of everything for you. Welcome to your first game. You've heard of chess before, right? Of course you have. Everyone has. I myself have a $2 chessboard with $1 pieces sitting across the room from me right now, dusty and neglected with 2 pieces missing. Where did the White Knights go? No idea. Maybe they're helping Gillette fabricate their next ad campaign that remains a mystery to me. However, have you tried playing something that has chess in the title, calls its units chesses, and has little to no resemblance to actual chess aside from the fact that it's on a chessboard? No. Of course not. That sounds dumb. Well, it's not. It's one of the most explosively popular mods to ever be added into this Dota game. So explosively popular, in fact, that there's an argument to be made that it should be made into its own game. You know what that would mean? That would mean that a mod from Warcraft turned into a game would spawn its own mod turned into a game, and that sentence alone is enough to make Christopher Nolan's pants tighten. This will be your first game of auto chess. You'll load up Dota for the first time intending to play a game of auto chess. I mean, why not, right? Every Dota content creator ever of all time has made at least one video on this, so you thought you might as well see what all the fuss is about. You'll hit the home screen and look no further, for it's plastered right there at the start in the featured mod of the century. Much like Hassan's award he gives himself every now and again to spark dopamine to fly through his brain. After installing, you then begin the grueling process of joining a game. It's not physically difficult, but more emotionally so, as you will have to hit the accept button 10 to 15 times just to get thrown into a game where not everyone connects, just that you get thrown out again. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Belgium hasn't already banned this game mode due to the fact that just playing a game is about as low as chance as getting that one Overwatch legendary skin that you've been waiting for from your 50 loot boxes that your mum now has to try to explain to her credit card company. Once you finally join into a game that's not a buggy mess, you'll have approximately a tenth of a second to process all the information that this game throws at you, like all those desperate politicians standing at the front of the voting center throwing pamphlets at you in an attempt to secure your vote when all you really wanted was a free sausage with onions and mustard. You'll have no idea what any of these pieces are or what they do, so you'll just pick one that looks cool or represents a character that you've played in the game. Who's this guy? Don't know. He's got a tusk though, so I'm going to assume that he's some Sonic fan's anthropomorphic walrus charn OC. Anyway, now that that's sorted, you've got your first PvE round where you'll sit and watch Icy the Wallhog beat the shit out of some tree-looking dudes who are just going for a stroll, and if you're lucky, one of them will give you a gift for the expert beating. Guess these guys are masochists. After the first few rounds of having no clue what is happening, you'll notice that each chess you grab has 2 different sets of passive, which will trigger depending on how many different types of the same chess you have on the board. There's a lot of them, so you'll just ignore them for now. Looking around at all your newfound frenemies, you'll realize that your own chesses are actually being sent to other people and fighting against them, and you'll wonder out loud what kind of sick fuck would wade through 50,000 invitation exceptions just to AFK and eventually disconnect from the damn game, but thanks for the return anyway. You'll have no idea how combinations work, even though it's clearly indicated on your screen at the start of the game for all of a microsecond, and you may even accidentally have too many chesses on the board at the start of the round. More than likely, you'll forget that you leveled up and just won't have enough bodies to soak up that 150 DPS techies that some weeb just saw in his good graces to drop upon you like he just scored his very first 25 kill streak in any good Call of Duty game. After a few dozen rounds and a few levels, you start noticing things that have a different colored name, and realize that this game has rarity assignments to certain pieces. Sorry, chesses. So on top of the chance of getting items from the PvE rounds, the chance of who you fight each round, the chance of what 5 chesses you get at the start of each round, and the chance of whether or not you get all your pieces down at the start of every round due to lag or some other unknown entity corrupting the 3 seconds that you have to do everything, there's also now a chance that some lucky prick will just get 3 legendary chesses in one round, and just like that, all your life will flash before your eyes as you're sent to the Shadow Realm, where there's the Dota home screen and in a jungle of accept screens before your second game. Was that really what happened? No idea, but it's just easier to blame random chance than it is to combat my own insecurities about how after spending a good 3/4 of my life playing video games, I'm still garbage at them. But I played more games anyway, so here's some good tips. Goal that you save accrues interest. For every 10 gold that you have, you'll gain an extra 1 just because the game feels so sorry for you rolling chesses so badly. That means if you're greedy like me and you want to maximize your economy, you want to sit at the 50 gold mark. The Druid class is OP early because as long as you have 2 different Druids, you only need 2 of the same to upgrade to the next star. This means that if you get really lucky and roll 2 Treant Protectors and 2 Enchantresses, you already have 2 2-star chesses on the field, and you can enjoy simply out healing all the damage that people try and hit you with. When you get to the late game, it's often better to sell off your low-tiered trash that you've compiled for the purple and yellow boys, as their abilities like Conker's Boat and Techie's Mine are just flat out broken. You can almost immediately wipe out an entire entourage of 3-star tier 1 trash with 1 small green barrel if you get techies to level 2. Finally, because the higher rarity stuff is so good, it's often wise to simply level yourself up a bunch to hit level 10 before everyone else, just simply because it'll give you more bodies on the ground and a higher chance of hitting the legendaries. But at the end of the day, take everything I say with a pinch of salt. As stated earlier, I play a lot of games and more often than not, I'm simply horrible at them. But hey, at least you didn't come last, and that's your first game of auto chess. Have fun with the second.